Welcome back to the MIB Studios. My name is Fred Hall, and I'll be your curator today. And these are 3 Marvel Selects that I have down here in the dungeon. Well, I'm actually just being a butt. I'm actually mimicking my boy from MIB Studios, MIB Museum, I'm sorry. And I just wanted to show y'all 3 selects out of the dungeon. Shout out to one of my favorite channels with all those cool amigos. All right. There you have it. Cool. Eating healthy. Wow. Just awesome. And this is a grocery store. Uh-oh. Beer freezer. I don't drink water, but I do drink beer. Back at it. Dad's job is never done. Gotta take some food out to the school. Kids in middle school now. Pretty garden. Remember this from the video school days. So this is the first school I have to stop at. I got 3 schools to stop at. Remember, me and D from an Incredibly Simply podcast, we're drug free, even though I still drink. I don't do drugs. But yeah, check out my video school days. Peace. I just wanted to show y'all. Let me light it up. Okay, these are some tortilla chips. Okay, that is homemade pico de gallo. Basically, it has bell peppers, onions, cilantro, and also tomatoes in it. So that's how I stop and refuel. I actually made homemade pico de gallo. You know, most people know what pico de gallo is. It's very cool. So that's very cool. And guess what? We also have some pizza. Definitely love pizza. So I'm definitely half Ninja Turtle. My nationality is African American, Jamaican, Bahamian, mixed with a little bit of Mutant Gin, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because I love pizza. So there you have it. Had to stop and refuel. Very cool. Be sure to check out some of my latest videos. One is Dark Man. The other is Demolition Man. You have Midnight Marauders, Menace to Collecting. And also scroll down and see some of my older videos. Like my favorite video, my vacation at Daytona Beach. You girls and guys be safe out there, and I will catch you later. Peace. All right, let's do this. Welcome to Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition, and today we're going to be doing, what we always do, like a comic book haul, stuff that's very comic bookish. Now, what you've seen in the beginning of the video was me taking a trip to a local store called Ingles, which was very cool. And Ingles actually offered like a lot of healthy choices as far as eating. They actually have a salad bar. Now, this is the 25th anniversary Harley Quinn that you saw in the last video. That was gifted to me from my good buddy comic book Wendell down here in the dungeon watching wrestling. So you're going to hear the wrestling in the background. You have the Black Panther statue, which was gifted to me from my good brother, 17K, Leonard Hudson. You also have the Batmobile, the which is from the Justice League movie. Looks a lot like the Tumbler, and it's a very cool Batmobile. I definitely love that Ben Affleck Batmobile. And then you have this cool $20 pickup of a Deadpool statue. Never thought I'd run across a statue, let alone an FYE for $20. And it's a blue and yellow costume, so it's very cool. But you know how we do on this channel. Let's get a word from our cool sponsor. And this episode of Direct Edition is brought to you by Black Panther King T'Challa and my fake Darth Maul from China. Alright, so you know how we do on this channel. Let's get into some comics. So I don't think that I got a chance to show you guys this, but I know I'm late, but I actually end up seeing Deadpool 2. And spoiler alert, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The funniest scene in the movie to me was when Deadpool was growing his legs back and he did the basic instinct leg cross. And when he got up and he was shirt cocking it, and you know, he had the baby legs and actually showed, you know, his baby bottom and stuff like that. I actually like freaking laughed for about 10 minutes. Like I laughed freaking uncontrollably. So if you haven't seen Deadpool 2, you definitely need to pick this up and have it in your collection because it is very awesome. Like I said, I didn't, man, I laughed my butt off. And then to see the Vanisher when he finally turned into his human form, and actually it was Brad Pitt, I went ape nuts and giggled like a dolphin. That was so freaking funny to me. But here's a cool look at the front of the DVD. And here's a very cool look at the back of the DVD. So glad that it's in my collection. It actually made my weekend a lot more exciting and funny. Definitely love Wade Wilson, and I thought it was cool. All right, so let's get into some more stuff, okay? So I'm just trying to show you guys this because I thought it was very awesome. This was sent to me by my boy Thomas Churchill, and it's actually one of my holy grails of Doctor Strange. And I showed you guys this the last video, but just wanted to show you again because this is so awesome. Such a beautiful act of kindness from a good friend, but definitely, man, I'm definitely still geeked out. Just like Lindsay, I'm geeked out by having this in my collection. So thanks again, Thomas. Very cool. Really, really. So this is some of the cooler things that I do with my comic book files. I actually will Xerox, you know, images off the internet and actually put them in my comic book files. Just wanted to show you this. This is very cool. So you have this iconic Spawn cover. That is Todd McFarlane. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows this has been cover swiped time after time after time. This is actually a cover swipe from like Spider-Man #9. Very cool. And then you have one of my favorite X-Force covers, which shows the veracity of Wolverine and Sabretooth. So I just wanted to show you guys this, and I thought it was very cool. And yeah, this is what I actually use for my documenting my comic books. All right, let's get into some new pickups. So one of the first pickups that I got was Gambit in the Externals. This is a 50 center, and that's actually Guido on the front cover with Gladiator. You have Gambit, and you also have that Sabretooth looking guy from the Shi'ar Empire, or the Shi'ar, what are they called? The Shi'ar Guard. So it's an Imperial Guard. So it's a very cool comic book, and like I said, I want to get all of the Age of Apocalypse in single issues. So I can beat Comic Book Wendell in his big omnibus because he cheated. He just bought the whole thing in an omnibus for like $100. So this is very cool. This is a cool look at the front of the comic. Here's a very cool look at the back of the comic since it's not boarded. That is Candyman Farewell to the Flesh. That's the second one. I definitely love that movie. And matter of fact, I just watched that movie yesterday or the day before yesterday. Definitely love Daniel Robitaille, and I thought his history is so cool. So shout out to some of my horror channels that actually follow. You know, it's a couple of them that do horror movie reviews. So very cool. Farewell to the Flesh. And in finishing up my Generation Next, plugging in the holes and plugging in the gaps, I actually got Generation Next number 3 from like May 1990. I think this is around like 1994 or 4 or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but this is a very cool cover. I'm not sure. It almost looks like a Bucello cover because it's hard to make out all the action that's going on the cover. But very cool. Matter of fact, since this is not bag and boarded, let's look at the back advertisement. And we have a very cool Marvel Metallic Age like card cover. Very cool. Remember those from back in the days? Comic cards? Be sure to check out my latest video, which is House of Cards, where I show off my card collection. Very cool. And so, keeping up with the Age of Apocalypse, I actually bought the official Marvel Age of Apocalypse handbook from 2005. Very cool cover. I definitely love everybody on the front cover. One of my favorite characters on the front cover is this guy back here. This guy back here with the skull. And like, thing is actually Holocaust, who is Pestilence and Apocalypse son. So I thought Holocaust was always a cool character. You got a lot of cool characters on there. Is that Apocalypse? Yeah, that's Apocalypse. Wow. You allow my 6 fingers to interrupt your video. Right there, that's Apocalypse. That is Silver Samurai, Gambit, Weapon X, which is Wolverine, Wild Child, Sunfire, Rogue, Storm, Shadowcat, Colossus, Mr. Sinister, Blink, who is one of my favorite characters of all time. I definitely loved her in Days of the Future Past, the X-Men movie. She was awesome. That was an awesome just show of X-Men in that movie. I thought they did a very good movie. But here's a cool look at the front of the book. Not really much to show on the back of the book, but this is everybody that's in the book that they break down. So my Age of Apocalypse collection is actually coming together. Maybe one video I'll just dig out all my Age of Apocalypse that's down here in the dungeon and just display them and let you guys see every last single issue of Age of Apocalypse that I do have. Because like I said, I'm on a hunt to get the complete collection. So there you have it. And here's a very cool David Finch cover. Definitely love this Avengers Disassemble. This is the Chaos War Part 4. This is the war where actually Scarlet Witch went crazy and basically killed everybody and made the Avengers break up. So it's a very cool, what did I say, David Finch cover. And yeah. Do y'all remember this game? This is a harder game. I actually stayed up all night and called out from work on the next X-Men Legends game, which was Apocalypse. All right, let's get into some more stuff. And so we're at the point of the video where you ask me, hey, Fred Hall Direct Edition, what are you reading right now? And this is what I'm actually reading right now, The Indestructible Hulk, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I really like this run. I think the artwork is actually on point and very cool. One of the behind the scenes thing is I heard that it's a fan theory that in Infinity War that Loki was actually portraying Bruce Banner, because that made a lot of sense to me because he could not turn into the Incredible Hulk. So very cool. But here's a cool look at the front of the book, Indestructible Hulk. Here's a very cool look at the back of the book, Hulk for Hire. Very cool. And yeah, there you have it. So I usually do an indie corner in my videos, but this week I don't know if I have any independent books. Let me look and let me see what I got down here in the dungeon for your indie corner. Indie corner spotlight. All right. Let's do a throwback for your indie corner. And this is for my boy Samuel Trejo, and this is also for my boy that boy Dario. This is also for Paul Acosta and all the other cool channels that kind of are rebels to the cause that don't do Marvel and DC. This is Hysteria. It says, what does it say? The Divided States of Hysteria. I know this is a very controversial book when it came out in 2017. I picked this up a while ago from, I think it was Archaic Comics, and it's a very cool image book. So this is your indie corner spotlight. Very cool. So now that we got that handled, let's get into your main events. You girls and guys ready? All right, let's do this. And so, just like Wolverine, just like Wonder Woman, just like Harley Quinn, and a couple more characters, Arthur Curry has fiercely became one of my favorite characters. And this is Aquaman from 2003, the new wave. So this is a number one. I don't think that Aquaman gets the exact credit that he deserves, but this is a very cool main event. I actually went eight nuts and giggled like a dolphin. There you go, Mr. Rigor Mortis. When I saw this cover, because like I said, anything Aquaman, I'm trying to pick up now. So very cool. So that's your first main event. All right, let's do this. So your second main event is Aquaman number three, Arthur Curry versus Black Manta. Very cool cover. This is a variant, and yeah, it's actually very, very cool. So what more can you say? Definitely, definitely cool. Glad to have this in my collection. You know what? Since you guys and girls are so cool and you stayed here with me, let me give you one more main event. And here it is. This is Superman, The Adventures of Superman number 636. I thought this cover, I really just bought this for this cover. Identity Compromise. I thought this is a very cool, iconic cover. Anytime you see Superman kind of going into the telephone booth and showing the S on his chest, it's a very cool time. Very, very cool. Very cool. Definitely love this and wanted to bring this to you for a main event. It's not about the monetary value. It's about, collecting. And why do we collect? We collect for the love of it. The money comes second. So very cool. Thought this was a very cool main event. And so once again, I'd like to thank you guys and girls for tuning in to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition. You guys rock. You're awesome. I pray over you guys and your channels. Thank you, Thomas Churchill, and also Comic Book Window again. Also, my boy Leonard Hudson, my big brother, Mr. Rigor Mortis, for always coming through and lifting me up with some of his words of wisdom. And my words of wisdom is focus on the ones that show you love, and on the ones that don't show you love, hey, we're just going to keep on rolling without them. You girls and guys be safe out there, and I will catch you later. And if I haven't sent your package, send me your freaking info. Peace.